So I wanted to do something a little more simple today, and I don't want to make like a super advanced walker or anything, but I kind of want to make a spaceship without quantum rudders. Let's change the default block color because I was working on something else. Matte light gray. Change that to default. And I kind of want to make a spaceship that can fly in space without quantum rudders. And what I need for that is, I don't even know if I'm going to use that seed, but I'm gonna need a speed sensor for every direction. So that's gonna look like that, plus two more. Yeah. So I have six speed sensors. Um, I think because these can be rotated like that, they will be. Okay. And then I need to configure all of these to be... Why is it default 3.6? 0. Oh, let's do 0.05. Oh, it doesn't let me? Okay, let's just do 0.1 then. And they're going to trigger below that. And then I want six AND gates. One, two. Let's format it the same way so it's easier to comprehend. Let's put all of those facing outwards for now at least so I can easily see them. Orientate that like that. Put that one there. Okay. And then I need, I think, six OR gates. Wait, no, I need six NOR gates because I need it to be, if I'm facing in a direction and I'm not pressing the button to go that direction, so it's and not, so I need a NOR, then stop going that direction. So I need two there, two there, two there, and then each one of these is going to run into an AND gate. I think it's going to be easier if I just pair it up like that. And then these can go over here for now. We can move this and reconfigure this all later, but for now, this is what's happening. Okay, and then we have up and down. And that and that. So I have the NOR gates, I have the AND gates, and I have the speed sensors. This is going to be easier if it's stacked. And then we have to make sure that the speed sensors are going into the gates. Put that one on that one, that one on that one. That one on the bottom one, that one there. And now we need to pick a direction for forwards. I guess that way's forwards, so if I'm going forwards and not pressing W, then I need it to stop, and this AND gate will output. If I'm going backwards and I'm not pressing S, then that one will stop it. That means that these need to be not trigger below. If I'm going left and I'm not pressing Well, if I'm not pressing A, let's do A for this one. Left is the bottom, not the bottom, the top one. Yep. That would make D this one. Okay. So there's that. Okay. I think that's everything. So then if I hook these up into... If I just need a thruster in every direction. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna put them on the side, kind of like gimbals on a rocket ship. Put that there. Oh, I forgot a part. I forgot to input the controls on these. I want space to be up. And let's do control down. And then duplicate this, put that there. And then duplicate this whole thing and put it here. Okay. And then the AND gates for up. If I'm not pressing space and I have an upwards direction, then we want to go down. If I'm not pressing that, then we want to go up. If I'm not pressing right, and we're going right, I want it to go left, so we're going to toggle that one. If we're going this way, we want the opposite. Then we have this way, which is back and forwards. If I'm going... Which way is this? If I'm going forwards, and I don't want it to be, then I'm going this way. It's kind of just the opposite to stop it. I need to remove all of the controls from here. Put controls into these two. Yeah, let's teleport to space. That's not space. This is space. Yeah. Okay. So we need some better, like, support. Like, we need better weighting, sorry. But I should just be able to unstack these and then run them like that. Move those two outward, because their rotation doesn't actually matter. And then, we can move these outward. And then we can remove these. And then we can put some of the NOR gates in there. Move this back. I just realized that some of these are orientated weird. So we're gonna have to re-rotate some of them. Yep. And then I can put these in here. Face those inwards so that everything's connected. And then I can take some of the ANDs. Face those ones inward. And then we just have a few of the ANDs, which I'm going to rotate this way. It doesn't actually change which direction it's sensing force from. And I'm going to put these a few back. And then I'm going to power these to W. These are going to be on S. This on left. This on right. Let's just go ahead and remove seat control. This is going to be on control. These are already on space, and I think that's everything. So we have space. If I stop, I go to 0. That is intended. I need gyros in this thing at all, but as long as I'm not pressing a key, I just go to 0 velocity. Although it's a little bit less potent when rotating because it's just gonna do that. Okay, so now we need 2 gyros at least. So here and here. Oh, let's make this... Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, let's make it stable then. Let's make it stable then. Them right here and here. And then have Q and E to turn. EQ. Let's make it at 2 strength. Cool. And then if I stop moving, and then realize that I forgot to stabilize it on an axis of rotation, let's grab that from there, move that one back, put that back in the center, put that back in the center, and then go forwards, and then stop. We'll go backwards until we stop, and then we'll go down, and then we can stop. I need to strengthen the stabilizers a bit. Let's go to 3, and then I want to move this over here, rotate that so it fits, rotate that so one on this side will fit, and then copy this over, and then I want to move these to the center, and then I want to duplicate these, but I want to have a place to put them. And I think that's going to work out for that, and they're just going to snap right in place, yep. And then they should be configured the same way, but we'll have to check. One more. If I hit space, they go up. If I let go, they go down. Cool. That's pretty much perfect. So now I can go forwards. I can stop that just by letting go. Hands off the keyboards. Well, keyboard. And then I can go down using control. And I can go forwards using W. And we're going to try and land back in the space station. Go down with control a bit. Level out speed-wise a little bit, because I did get going a little fast there. Then we're just going to stop in place. Go down a little bit. Cool. And because it's speed sensor based, we should be able to, if we have enough thrust... Yeah, we can go in here and still fly. Oh, we don't have enough thrust, though. Fascinating. Okay, so I'm just gonna duplicate those, and then... Ooh, I have to move this to be like that, so I can duplicate the top ones. Put that there. Duplicate. And then we should be able to fly in here. Yep, we can fly just fine. Move forwards, it will come to a stop. Fly upwards. Okay, so let's decorate this real quick. Okay, so I've kind of gone for this, like, run-down spaceship. Used to be futuristic, but, like, has rusted away a little bit. Is definitely some, like, worn. It's a very, like, rounder shape than I would usually do. And it uses a lot of round shapes. But I like it. I think that this looks good. And then if I stop right here... It's really hard to stop when I only have 2 thrusters for each direction like that, but it's fine. and then I can go forwards. Start going forwards, and then I'm gonna let go about here, go control a little bit so I can go down, letting go of everything, and a little bit more control. Cool. It is just like a little spaceship I can fly around wherever. Neat. I think that's gonna wrap this one up, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a good weekend, and see ya. Leave a comment if you wanna.